Welcome back everyone. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to apply water decals, or some of you call them decals, to the nail with a stamper, a nail stamper that you would stamp your nail with, and it's a really good way of doing this. And so I will be showing you two different ways. So right away I'm going to be applying the color to my nails. These nails turned out so pretty. I loved how they turned out, so soft. So the first color that I'm applying to my nails is from Magic Gel, and it's called Sheer Veil. So it's just a really sheer beautiful pink, and I will do 2 coats of it, and I absolutely love how it looks once the 2 coats are on. So I'm going to be doing 3 of the nails, no, make that 4 of the nails in this color, and applying 2 coats to each one. Now I didn't show you from beginning to end building my nails and whatnot because I'm really wanting to focus more on how to apply the water decals or decals with the stamper. So when I get to that, I'll be explaining that better, and I will even do an example one to show you the other way to do it with a stamper. So we'll just get through applying the colors. I'll tell you what I'm doing, and then when we get to that, I'll explain that in detail. So now I'm applying that second coat of Sheer Veil to those 4 nails. So now you can see me applying a sheer white on the ring finger. Now I could have did a solid creamy white too, but I just decided on a sheer one. So I did 2 coats of that, and now this is the water decal or decal that I'm applying. So I have to take off the top film, and I'm going to cut it out, the one that I just showed you, and I'm going to cut both of them out because of course I'm going to be doing both hands, one nail. So I'll do that, and then I'll explain better what I'm doing once I get that cut out. So I don't know if you've ever used decals or decals, but when you look at the piece of paper, there's different sizes. So you've got one for the pinky up to the thumb. Now when you take one off and cut it, you're going to want to size it up to your nail. It can be not quite large enough. That's okay, because I can show you what you do if it's not, but you want it pretty close to the width of your nail so that it's going to cover it nicely. So the one I chose is perfect. It might be slightly short on the side, but it's going to be pretty close. So right now I'm just sizing, like I said, on both hands, and then I'm going to grab a little bowl of lukewarm water once I cut out that second one. Going to grab that water, and what I'm going to do is immerse that water decal in it for 10 seconds, and once I feel it's been in there long enough, I will grab my tweezer and pull it out, and I will show you what to do on the stamper. This works so good for applying it to your nail. So now I'm going to put it upside down, as you can see with the backing still on it, but because it was wet enough and sat in the water, the backing came right off. So you just want to smooth out any of the wrinkles in it and make sure it's nice and flat like you see here. It's perfect for going on the nail now. So this is what I really love about applying it with a stamper. It just goes on so smooth. You just push down and roll it, and there you have it. Whereas if you do it with your fingers, trying to take the decal off the paper, the backing, and applying it, it's hard to get it centered. Well, I could see exactly where I was applying it, so of course I didn't miss any sides at the top or the bottom. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some acetone on my cleanup brush. Now you always want to wipe your brush after applying the acetone to your brush so you don't have too much acetone, and you just wipe away the water decal where you you feel that it's going over your cuticle. So once I'm happy with removing the sides and nothing is on my cuticle area, I'm going to flip my nail over and I'm going to remove it underneath. Now you want to be really careful with this. You don't have too much acetone on your brush because you can remove the top of it if you do. So just a little bit on there, wipe your brush before you start removing, and then there's no problem. So the water decal did not fully go to the edges of my nails on the side, so I'm taking Magic Gel Snowball, and this is perfect for filling in where I need to. So I'm just going to grab my detail brush and I'm going to put white on this side, and that's exactly how you can fix one if it's not quite close enough to the edges. You just take a very, very similar color and fill that up, and once it gets top coated, you'd never know it wasn't part of the decal. So I wanted to show you the other hand in a different view so you can see what I'm doing again. This is the same way, I just did it on my other hand. Like I said, just a different view. And in a minute, I'm going to show you a completely different way to do it on the stamper. So just keep watching for that next, and then I'll finish my nails after I share that way with you guys. So I'll show you up close exactly what I'm doing, and I noticed there's a little bit of a crease at the bottom, so I'm just going to wipe that before I apply it to my nail. Easy to fix. Now I'm just going to center it, of course, on both sides, and then again down it goes softly. And once I do get it down, you want to remove any of those creases, and you can do that by just sliding your finger along the sides. It should get rid of most of them, and even if you don't, the top coat will cover that up. So just going to push it down everywhere, and again I'll grab my brush and apply acetone, but you will notice me wiping my brush after I apply the acetone on the paper towel just to make sure I don't have too much of it on my brush, because you don't want to remove any extra decal when you're doing that, or you're going to wreck it obviously. So I'll just let you watch me do that. So now that I'm finishing up with this finger, I'm going to take Magic Gel's Melted Beige, and I'm going to apply 2 coats to this little practice tip so I can show you how to apply that second way on the stamper. So I'll do this first coat, I'll cure it for 30 seconds, and then I'll do that second coat. So once the second coat cures, it's going to have a sticky inhibition layer, so I'm going to use some of these silver flakes and apply them to a little area on the nail. It's just going to be part of what I'm showing you with a water decal, so I'll just apply them, just a few, and then I'll be ready to show you how to apply that water decal on that stamper. So this time I grabbed a water decal that isn't a full nail one, and I'm just going to trim that. I'm going to cut it out. It doesn't have to be a big area. Obviously, once the water decal comes off the backing, it'll just be the design that you're seeing. So what I'm going to do different this time, I'm going to grab this stamper. Now the water decal is not wet yet, so what I'm going to do is grab that bowl of water and apply some of that water to my finger. Now you can just place it on the backing of this water decal until it's soaked in enough that the water decal will separate from the backing. You can kind of tell when it's ready because as you push it to the side, it will separate. So it's obviously not wet enough yet. It hasn't soaked in enough. So I'll just keep working on that for a minute till I get it. And then I will know, as you see right there, it pulled away from the backing, so it's ready. So I just pushed it down, make sure everything was flat. Again, same thing. I'm just going to remove some of the water off the stamper and just placing it down and just a nice soft push on it. You can see there, and there you go. How neat is that? Just removed any of that extra water. Now I'm going to grab my Magic Gel Tackless Luxe Matte Top Coat, one of my favorite matte top coats now. It's amazing matte top coat, and I'm going to cover this up, and then I'll let you see the final nail, and then we'll get back to my nails once you see what the matte top coat looks like on this design. So there it is cured. How neat is that? I love using the water decals on the stamper. Both ways work so well. It's your choice which way you want to do it, but obviously it's going to work better than the old way. Love it. So now I'm going to take my Tackless Hyper Shine top coat and I'm going to be applying it to the middle finger because I'm going to embed some loose glitter into the top coat. So apply it, do not cure it, and then I will be sprinkling the glitter Rush body glitter. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to sprinkle it all over the nail to where I'm happy, and I will shake off any excess before I put it in the light. So once that loose glitter cures for 60 seconds, I'll just take a brush and remove any extra. Now, before I apply the top coat to the water decal, I always file the edges, same as the chrome, so that the top coat has something to grab hold of. So I'll just lightly file them, and then I'll apply the top coat and cure it, and I will apply a second top coat over it so that it lasts for the 3 weeks that I'll have these nails. So I like the loose glitter so much, I'm just going to ombre some down from my cuticles on my thumb. So I'm just applying the top coat at the base where the cuticle is, just pulling it halfway down, and I'm not going to cure it. I'm going to grab that loose glitter again and just sprinkle it on that area so it kind of looks ombre. It's so pretty when it's done. I'll show you it once I have it on there. So when I add loose glitter to a nail, I always take the same top coat to cover it up because I don't want to get any of that glitter in my good top coat. So I'm just going to do that. And then once I have that cured, I will top coat it again with one of my good top coats. So the nails are complete. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how to apply water decals or decals to the nail. My nails turned out so pretty. I just love them. They're very springish, you could say. So thanks everybody for watching. And if you could please like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate that. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.